So now that I think about it, there's pretty much 3 scenarios that everybody who plays this game has to deal with. There are 3 things that are always going to happen. One of them is people are going to show up while you're at a skeleton fort. Number 2, people sometimes are going to chase you while you're out sailing, and sometimes for an extended period of time. And number 3 being, sometimes when you are parked at an island, someone is going to either sneak up on you or approach your ship, and you have a choice to make. We're going to answer all those scenarios here. Now here's a diagram, an awful diagram. Yeah, my editing software is not too fancy, but here's the deal. If a boat knows you are going to keg them by directly following you, they will shadow you. They will shadow you. You can go back and watch the diagram if you would like. But see, this ship horizontally is a half a mile, 200 yards, whatever it be. They are far enough, wide enough of us that if they continued in a straight line, I would not be able to keg them. So what you do is you have your partner crank the wheel right. They're shadowing you. I haven't even moved that much since I've jumped off the boat. This galleon is going to turn into me because my sloop partner has also turned right, who you cannot see. So they basically delivered themselves to me, and I didn't have to do anything other than to tell my teammate to turn right. They're going to turn the same way you turn. I hope that made sense to you. If need be, go back and watch the diagram, the terrible diagram. Here is another example right here.
I'm just holding this line, so.
Yeah, I jumped.
He is pretty far. I have to cut it right now, don't I?
No, just stay with that.
Okay.
No, yeah,
This
turn
is
right,
pretty
turn
far
right,
out
hard
there.
right, turn right.
Yep. He did turn.
Now, as the ship gets closer, you will actually start to see when they see me. They know that at this moment, what just happened. They were forced to turn into me and they're cranking the wheel the other way, but it's too late. I'm on.
Nice.
Alright, got him. I died. They died. Or one died. But one might have jumped off. Playing dumb. Now here comes a ship. Happens to be a Pirate Legend ship. You can see the loot on the boat. We have a decent amount of loot on the boat. A lot of people in this game, I feel like a lot of just not experienced players or not confident players need to gain the confidence to do what you're about to see right here. They don't know if we know that they're coming. So I'm just gonna sit here. We're not gonna do anything to give away that we know they're coming. Dubs is swimming over there right now with a keg to intercept them. And at the perfect moment, you strike. Now, dropping sail in this situation and running, which a lot of crews choose to do, all that's going to do is allow them to start chasing you when you could just stand your ground and intercept them. Now, they had planned to keg us. Dubs just kegged them. They had a keg on their deck that they were going to use on us, which is just a bonus. And they're already both dead. They're both dead and their boat is ghost riding into the island. And we're just sitting there laughing. And these guys had an Athena voyage slapped down on their table. So, you know, the joke's on you. But the whole point of this video is don't run. Stand your ground. I cannot stress this anymore. You have the advantage. Now, if it was daylight, maybe they could have saw us better. Maybe they might have known at an earlier moment that we were plotting on them. But, hey, there you guys go.
Yeah,
Now here's a clip with team communication, so I'm just going to let you watch this one.
Ready to both jump.
But this is for straight line
Yep.
Hold
misdirection.
on, hold on.
I can try to bend it. Are you turning into him?
No.
Yep, I'm ready when you are.
Alright, go.
Which ladder are you going for?
Right
Left or
side.
right? I'm grabbing left. I'm gonna make it obvious that I'm trying to board them, so they'll watch my ladder.
Yep.
Now notice me
Just gonna stay
hanging
above the
back.
surface the whole time. Yep, they're watching me. I'm on ladder.
So now that the enemy is focused on my teammate,
Are you on?
I'm up.
Drop their anchor when you get a chance.
Yep.
Nice.
that was all we needed.
One's dead.
Wrecked. Alright, I'm jumping.
Mm-hmm. Keep it straight.
Yep.
Now this is just a simple, basic suicide keg. But the whole point of this is you can take out 2 players just by climbing their ladder with a keg. They literally have no choice but to
Alright,
kill you.
Got him.
Okay. Do I
Just
turn
keep
around?
driving. No, just keep driving.
Oh. And you'll get picked up.
I killed them both.
Nice.
It's not a guarantee that they're,
And they were pretty
Gonna go
good sports
down, but-
about it. A rarity these days. Now in this next clip, take a look at those rocks ahead of us. When you're protected on one side of your boat, it allows you the benefit of, you know, they're not going to try and go all the way left around those rocks, those jagged rocks right there. So that tells me that if I jump around the time that we're passing those, and the whole point that I'm trying to stress here is when you try and keg somebody, a straight line keg, in wide open waters, if they see you or their mermaid, there's a good chance they are going to be able to juke you with their boat, especially a sloop. So, when I know they can't turn left, you know, that's just a benefit to you as the person kegging them of what their options are as far as evasion goes. And remember the theme of this video being defense. Just dropping their anchor and holding out as long as you can is going to create enough distance to let you guys make them feel like they're never going to catch you. Now this segment isn't anything fancy, but it's about greeting people at skeleton forts. If you see them coming from far away, don't give them time to set up. You need to be swimming out there and greeting them with a keg. You just drop it in their path like you saw right there, get their anchor down. If they're being shot by the skeleton towers, even better. That's the whole point of greeting them. You don't want them to be able to get inside that skeleton. You know, maybe galleons might park. If they go park on the opposite side of the island of you and skeletons are not shooting them, you could be in huge trouble. You know, then they're able to just keep launching players over to your boat. You need to deal with them while they're still distracted and being shelled by the towers. And these are the most demoralizing defeats. When you just showed up and your boat is sunk within 60 seconds of you getting within a few hundred yards of the skeleton fort, that is as demoralizing as it gets. If you're sick of people continuing to return to the fort, the best solution to make them not return is to deal them the most swift and devastating loss they've ever been handed before they even get a shot off. Now here's a kegging of an incoming sloop to a skeleton fort we were at, and a lot of players will be convinced that you died from the explosion. So many people, they want, their brain makes them want to believe that you suicide kegged them. And he can't sit there and camp that ladder forever. Not when they're coming in hot to a fort, they're getting shelled, they just got kegged. He has to get back on that wheel. And the patience paid off right there. And I think we have one more example coming up here of we're at a skeleton fort once again. You have to go out there and meet them. They're getting shelled by the towers right now. They have bigger problems to worry about on their approach than once they get all set up. Put the keg in their path. Now I didn't go for the anchor drop right there. Probably should have. But either way, you guys get the point. If you don't go and apply pressure, that advantage of 4 versus 2 is going to come into play the longer you let it play out. Now, number 1.
What's your plan, Snake? What's the play here?
We're dropping the sails and sailing straight out there, but since we're both going to be downstairs, once the mad damage starts happening, I figure they're going to follow us out there because they're stubborn, and their one man downstairs will get overwhelmed. Flip the sail back right, flip the sail back right. Okay.
You ready?
Dropping it. Alright, get downstairs.
Now we have sailed into the red before and only had one person downstairs, and I know how easy it is to be overwhelmed when you are down there by yourself, the only one repairing and bailing.
I'm gonna crank the wheel the tiniest bit right, so maybe will pull us out when we need it most. Alright, get ready. Get the planks out. I'll repair until we both need to repair.
Yep.
Now the funny thing is, most stubborn ships are ships that you have already sank. So we had the luxury of knowing that they don't have a full load of supplies, but we do know they're stubborn. Us, on the other hand, know that we have 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 planks on us, giving us the ability to make a move like this. And as you see right here, they didn't make it. Now as we get to the end here, with some almond beard action, we're going to bring it home with some almond beard, folks. And I feel like the being parked at an island tip, even though it's so basic, it's such a crucial tip, because I feel like so many crews that we run into decide to drop sail and run. And I really hope that a lot of people stay and fight. Don't flee. You can win the fight. You just gotta believe.